Greetings, everyone. This is Yehia Kandil from Group Professor Surgeon. I would like to present to you the market of tomorrow, the new landmark of the city of Chicago. It can be represented in a way of cohesive canons. So, the market of tomorrow, it's a cause that will enhance the quality of livability and mitigate the diversity. So basically, I tracked the location of the project, which is in Chicago, in West Randolph Street, and did the urban macro and micro analysis and see the accessibility for this site from the surroundings as a pedestrian and the vehicles and all kind of accessibility. And a land use map presented the targeted audience and clients toward this project. And the city, the need analysis, which is presenting the flow of motions and the needness toward a market that present market of tomorrow. Presented this idea with a sketch to assemble a fragmented behavior that make canons to amplify and enhance the quality of livability and the diversity, and also to ensure and serve the socio-intelligence, starting from the location itself. And its connectivity to the surrounding was one of the design factors to create the market of tomorrow. Also, creating a focal point to attract residents and tourists to this place was one of the challenging to creating a visual image that amplify and fits into our site in Chicago. The structural cohesiveness was presenting the individuality versus the grouping itself and how this will be implemented in the project. So the structure itself has its own concept, presenting the diversity and as well the unity itself. Market of tomorrow is a direct exposure and representing the unity and diversity of the city of Chicago. According to this location and climatic analysis that showed the light exposure was a great parameter in designing some sort of structure that can support the diverse fragmentation of the existing condition. Creating an experience from the publics towards semi-publics and service experience, it was a crucial factor that would increase the possibilities and expected outcomes from the market itself. So this is a physical maquette digital presentation for the aerial side view showing the model itself within the context. And in these visuals showing the daylight, how it would penetrate these light cannons and make an experience in the interior itself that it's solidarity versus the light cannon itself, like a variable units. And so the project itself is trying to make a new landmark for the place and serve as a market wise. Then I have the site aerial view, which is showing the differences. The difference in the roof escape between the existing conditions, the existing buildings, and what is new and proposed. The proposed is keep most of the existing condition, which is applying the adaptive reuse concept with adding more dynamic to the project itself. So the main project consists of several accessibility. One for the back of the house has more service accessibility. One for the administrative itself, and it has its own parking as well. And then our main project, which is the market itself, that has different departments inside it, which is served on a linear accessibility itself. This is a site aerial solar radiation and thermal comfort showing the difference between the fixed solid elevations of the existings and the different radiation itself in the fragmented units and the roofscape of the new project, the market of tomorrow. And a circulation diagram presenting the accessibility for the users, how they can access the project. And I have here an exit access, which is 150 feet from the main access as the code requires. This is a site axonometric showing the layers of the project itself within the site and a focus on it to present the energy efficiency and the structural connectivity to the project itself. So the structural axonometric shows the components laying above each other in harmonical flow to creating a zero column space. And presenting this has to be provided with a 3D side section to present the longitudinal section to show the unit itself, how it will be presented. And then the structural itself will be based on structural I-beams and girders, which is connected to each other, resting on these columns. And these columns are basically holding the load, the dead load of these cannons. This is a sketch presenting how this grid would work, how this grid would connect the cohesive beams and girders together, and again, to support the unity idea. This is an interior view showing the project itself, how the users will interact inside, how they will interact with the daylight inside the building. This is the 3D section presenting a two-point perspective section presenting the structural concept, of course. This is a longitudinal section, which is 500 feet section, presenting the activities inside, how people would interact, and the light cannons, the openings on it, and to allow the energy efficiency to make sure to use the maximum possibilities to light and ventilate the semi-public, where the food will be represented and exposed to different energies moving from a certain point to another. And as the circulation connects between spaces and control the use of the market itself. One of the main ideas of the market tomorrow is the concept itself to make indoor quality of light and sound and air quality assurance to it was amplified through the light cannons that hold openings and air pockets to occupy the interior ducts and MMB's work to ensure air filtrations and A-framed steel members, which is the beams and the girders. These are the elevation, the main elevation, the northern elevation, and the rear one, and of course, and the easternmost. And then this is how the project also was started, with the physical maquette itself, how it was, the units was combined together next to the last sketch, achieving the point where this, the market of tomorrow, the new landmark, was presented to the city of Chicago. Thank you very much, and waiting to hear your kind feedback.